Hello again, Guardians. It's Cortanium, and today we're making it right back here on the place where it all started on the Destiny campaign. This is the place where Amanda Holiday picks you up, and we're getting all the way there from patrol. And so you guys want to start off in the rig, and I'm gonna give you the tip now, because if I don't, you guys are probably gonna be very mad at me later on in the video. But you actually will need a Titan to complete all of this glitch. Unfortunately, there's no other way around this. You guys can get, pretty much halfway there, or most of the way there, on a Hunter and a Warlock, but there's just a certain part where you got to take a really long jump, and that's only possible on a Titan for some reason. And so I'm just gonna warn you guys now, what you want to do to just get outside of the Festering Halls. Maybe you guys just want to explore that area. I'm not sure what you want to do with this glitch. Maybe you want to go all the way back to where I was just showing you. Anyway, to do this glitch, all we need to do is jump out right here. Now these grates go all the way up this wall, and I showed you guys in a previous video that, well, you can actually glitch out right at the very top there. There's a big hole, and so usually you go and jump up all those beams, but I found a couple of handicaps since then that make this a lot easier. And so just jump on the side of this pipe here, jump behind you on another pipe, and then another pipe right on top of you, and we have 3 handicaps saving us a lot of jumping on the right side here. And so we only have about 3 jumps left to make, one on this pole. And these jumps are kind of actually hard if you've never done parkour before, and so watch out, these are kind of hard jumps because vertical jumping with a thing above you is kind of hard. That's all I'll say. And for this jump, you want to make sure you have enough velocity to actually push you, because there's a slight barrier on the top. And here, what we're looking for are destinations on the right side, and so we just want to slide down and use our sword to actually propel ourselves past another barrier right in front of us. And if you do it too fast and you forget to jump on the way down, you will die, and that is why I cut the video. Make sure to do a little bit of a jump on the way down. Otherwise, if you just hit this and slide down straight down, your character will die, and you will need to do all that parkour all over again. But hey, now we're outside of the map, and we're one step closer to actually getting outside where we need to be. And so just keep on going forward and stick to the right side here, because the right side is where our entire area is at. And so just keep on going, and we want to jump on top, and do not go over the left. The left is just, kind of like a sky place. There's nothing really over there. The actual door is right in front of us, and so just keep on going. And I lied. All right. The door is actually, it's actually right behind us. It's over there. But you can explore as much as you want. Again, we're passing by a couple load zones on the way to the Festering Halls, and so explore as much as you want. I'm not sure what you want to see, but there's a lot of cool stuff just unloaded and stuff just out here for whatever reason. And so just jump over here to this door, and here is where we're gonna hit the load zone for it. Now Bungie included this nice little hole, and without that, honestly, this load zone wouldn't exist. If there just wasn't a hole here, Bungie could have stopped us from doing this glitch entirely. But we're lucky enough to have this hole, and so this is awesome. Just wait for the load zone to hit, and we are outside the Festering Halls. And so you can continue on the right side if you really want to. There's some barrier and a couple of other stuff. You can't really see as much on the right side, so I'm actually going to head back here. There's a lot more stuff to see on the left side of this glitch, and you'll see what I mean in just a second. Just look down at literally the entire area just stretches pretty much on your left side. The right side was just, there's nothing over there. And so let's just get ourselves over there. Let's get ourselves one step closer to our destination. If you really want to watch the whole video to see how we get all the way out to that landing pad. Otherwise, just take your time and explore whatever each and every single part. This is pretty much the areas that the Hunter and the Warlock will be able to explore. You'll know when we get to the Titan area, because it is one impossible jump. I'll just tell you guys that. And so just keep on going forward and do whatever you want to do. Honestly, there's a bunch of cool stuff outside the map. You see the map even extends all the way down there, and it goes so much further. Honestly, this is such a big load zone. And so if you ever lag when you're in the Festering Halls, well, you'll know why. This is actually an insanely big place, an insanely big load zone that they did in Destiny. It just was a bunch of caves for some reason. And so just continue forward, and we're almost to a tricky part, actually. This next part has a lot of barriers. You can always look inside of these holes. It's very cool stuff. But this is actually the part in patrol mode where there would be a barrier blocking you off from getting anywhere. inside of these elevators. This is where the barrier blocks you off. But since we're out of map, we can go a little step further. We can actually go further and further and get all the way down to that landing pad. And so what you want to do next is you want to just stick as close to the elevators as you can, because there is a large barrier on all sides of this stuff. And there's a large death barrier in front and like on bottom of us. So if you look down, we can't just directly jump down there. We have to follow the normal player path through the elevators. Otherwise, a death barrier is going to catch us and kill us. Don't believe me? Go try it. just go fall down and see what happens. I guarantee your character will die. Anyway, now that we're down here, here's probably one of the trickiest parts of this entire glitch. This part, all it is a simple barrier that Bungie has put on top, but the way we have to get around it is we just have to use our sword and our expertise. And so you probably will need a sword for this part unless you know how to do this. Now there's like 3 levels of death barrier on this entire place. And so there's just no way you're hitting any of that stuff that I just pointed to. But this thing over here on the right, we can actually sword over to. It takes a little bit of skill, I'll give it that. But if you're a Titan, this is going to be super easy. Warlock, I'm not so much. And Hunter, it'll take you a couple tries. It certainly took me a couple tries to get it down. But now we've gotten past that little bit of a tricky part, that barrier kind of weird place there. And if you can start to recognize this place from the outside, you know, down here we've got our little mission, the Cade 6 mission for the Ace of Spades, I believe that was, and a Titan mission. This area was actually used for 2 missions now, I'm realizing it. And we can look around. I mean, what we've got to do is we've got to actually get down further, get all the way down there, but we have to avoid all the death barrier in between us and there. And so we're going to have to choose a very, very special path to avoid all that barrier. And so this next part, I'm playing things extra careful. You don't actually need to stay on the right side here. I just like following the path of these air vents and everything. It just makes me feel a little bit nicer. But of course, there's no death barrier here. You'll know when we hit the death barrier because you will die. And so here's our next part. If you remember this story from the campaign, you know, we crawl through the vent and we drop out and we get a ball and we rush it inside and stuff. So the very cool stuff from the campaign. But there's also a large death barrier below us that we need to get past. And the best way to get past this death barrier is honestly, it's going to be to stick as close to the left wall as we can. And so what you want to do is just slightly drop off of the thing you were on top of and just sword right away. Just try to stick as close to this wall as you can, because the death barrier somehow disappears between the wall and the other place. And you don't need to use a super there. It's just I was unsure if I was going to make it. Of course, all classes can make that jump as long as you use your sword skills correctly. And so we've gotten from up there to down. Oh, that is cool. But we've gotten from pretty much all the way up there to down here, and we can get on top. We're almost there, I guarantee it. Unfortunately, here's the part where you have to switch to a Titan. And by I mean have to, I literally mean have to. There's just no way you're making this next jump as a Hunter or Warlock, and I'm going to show you it, because look at the wall I'm doing right now. I'm just jumping against this entire wall, and you got to understand, this entire thing is a wall. It's just a solid wall with a bunch of barrier around it. We can either jump off the right side here, and you're like, hey, you know, isn't that like a big, you know, kind of thing that we can jump on? Nope. It's just a wall. It's just one giant barrier, one giant wall. And if you thought, hey, maybe you can go left, maybe there's a thing on the left. Nope. There's barrier on the left. Hey, maybe we can break the barrier on the left. No. I mean, we can, but it doesn't do anything. You're stuck against a wall still, and so there's just no way to do this next part without just going and flying on a Titan, unfortunately. And so Hunters and Warlocks, enjoy getting out of the Festering Halls. Unfortunately, you can't continue. This next part is Titan only. And so on your Titan, make sure you have your Lion Rampants and your sword, and we're just going to jump all the way over there. Now you see this distance. If you Hunters and Warlocks are still watching, you can't cover this distance on a Hunter or a Warlock as of yet, that is. I'm making this video in 2020, maybe in 2021, I'm not sure. Maybe Hunters and Warlocks will be the master race soon again for in terms of like just long jumps like this. Right now Titans just have got it in the bag with the Lion Rampants. And so just use your Lion Rampants and jump all the way along that long wall. And we are all the way pretty much outside of Cade 6 mission. We're outside of the Titan mission, and we can continue this awesome glitch. I did not expect this video to actually go so long in the first place when I was actually glitching out of the Festering Halls pretty much this afternoon, but I realized how big of a glitch this actually could be. And so it's insane. We've got ourselves like a 17 minutes glitch now. I'm sorry for that. But hey, we're almost there. We are almost to that part. We're almost to that little circle pad at the very end of this mission. This is such a cool place, honestly. You can glitch out of this super easily if you remember playing the Ace of Spades mission for this, and you probably went and glitched out yourself if you're interested in any of that, because this is a super easy space to glitch out of, and consequently, it's a super easy space to glitch into. There's a lot of holes within this entire area, this entire mission. It's so big that Bungie just, I guess, didn't care that they put in a lot of holes. And so we can just jump into the map just like that. It's super easy. There's just so many holes is littered throughout this area. And we can continue and just go all the way on. Unfortunately, we can't summon our Sparrow to make this go any faster. But hey, you can enjoy the surroundings. You've gotten to a place you're not supposed to be from patrol. And there's tons of eggs that you can shoot on the way. There's little weird jellyfish lights in the sky. Those look kind of cool. We've got some weird flying banners. Ooh, those are kind of scary. I wouldn't want to see those. What's causing the wind down here? There's not supposed to be any wind down here. Oh well. Anyway, just continue along this entire long path until we finally get to that circle pad. Now you will find these little pad or these long things along the way. We can just shoot them out with our guns, and the reason Bungie has actually made that a feature is because when you were summoning your tanks within the original mission, well, you needed a tank to actually shoot these, but you could always shoot it out with a gun, because I'm pretty sure the concept was that sometimes the tanks spawned in areas that were different or behind these, and they didn't want any one player to actually get stuck. And so you can shoot out all of these with your gun so far and just continue along with this entire mission, and you continue along this long path. And I think we're almost there. Actually, yep, there's the corner up there, and once we turn that corner, we can see our final destination in sight. And here it is, Guardians. Wow, that is it. There is a bunch of weird stuff on the side of the wall, but here's the long bridge that we drive our tank over, and you know, Amanda Holiday picks us up in her caravan, and we just fly away into into the next story mission. In the story mission, actually, what happened was, you know, once you hit that actual circle place over there, it just fades into a cutscene. The cool thing we've done here is we're not in any mission to do this, and so there's no cutscene when we get over there. We can explore that entire circle island. We can even go past it, I guess, a little bit if we really want to, but we can just get all the way down there and look around. This is probably one of the coolest areas in Destiny that they just left as a story mission. I don't know why. There's just so much stuff they could have actually done here. If you look over in the left spot I just pointed at, that was actually the place where we probably came from. That was the wall we were behind, looking down on all of this area. And we are here. This is where Amanda Holiday picks us up. This is the place where you've done, at least, you've done a huge glitch to get here for whatever reason. I'm not, and I'm dead. Okay, well I'll give Bungie that one. I mean, they didn't really expect any player to actually get past this island here, so I give them credit for not making that one real. But you guys can look up. Wow, there's a big hole in the sky. This is, again, still one of the coolest areas. I can already see what's fake and what's not. I mean, all this stuff, all this dark gray stuff, that has to be fake, but you know, all the stuff around, that's fake. But this stuff in the middle, the light gray, that has to be real. And so if you're going out of map again, if you're trying to jump all the way over on those buildings over there and maybe get all the way up, just know what's fake or what's not. Maybe you want to do something over there. But that is pretty much it. We've gotten all the way out to the Circle Island, or I'm not sure what you want to call this. What I want to do is actually just get over to those fake islands over in the distance over there. We've never had the chance to do it before now, because now we're in patrol mode. Now we can do whatever we want without a cutscene interrupting us. And so, you know what? Let's just do it. Let's just jump all the way over there. Maybe I can make it over all the way. I'm not sure. I don't know if 40 swings will be enough for this one, but let's just do it. Let's just jump all the way over and see it, and it is fake. Oh well, that that kind of ruins it. I thought it would be real. I honestly, maybe some hope in my imagination thought it would be real, but it has to be fake. If something lights up like this when you're outside of the map, it's either like a shading, or it's just, you just know it's fake, and it just has to be fake at this point, unfortunately. But you saw the fog was removed and the lighting is removed and everything, but This is kind of cool, I guess. Wow. This is just one of the cooler Destiny things. And honestly, just a bunch of highways and a weird forest and a lake. You see that road down there just goes into grass for some reason. But let's see how far we can actually get into this area. I probably should have brought like 60 sword swipes or something. Oh, there is a barrier. Unfortunate. Why would Bungie put a barrier here? That makes no sense. Oh, come on. I guess we can't make it all the way, but we can make it super darn close. We've made it pretty much on the shores here. And we can see all the highways, all the fake stuff, but we can't get to it. This is probably the closest we'll ever get, or you can ever get. Go do this glitch yourself, dude. Come on, go try it out. I mean, I'm not showing you this for nothing. Go do this, bro. Anyway, what we can do from here is, I mean, that's pretty much it. We've done and we've glitched out of the Festering Halls. We've gotten all the way back to this little circle island. I mean, the only thing you can do now is probably just go run all the way back to the very start of this mission. And basically what's at the very start, I mean, right back here, there's actually an impossible door to get past. And so that's what's at the very start, unfortunately. But we always have tricks to get around this kind of stuff. And so to get past this impossible door, if you do head all the way back to the start here, and all you got to do is jump over to the left, and there's like a little cave, a little hole thing that we can jump in. Just jump down, and we're right through. We got right past that impossible door. And the reason I think that door is so impossible is because you're actually supposed to shoot it out with your tank right away as soon as you get your tank in this room right here. And man, I wish there were tanks here. I wish they had spawned in tanks. Unfortunately, it does not look like there are. But that is probably it. I mean, if you go all the way back here, unfortunately this door just does not open. There's no mechanism to open this door. But that is it. We've glitched out of the entire Festering Halls. We've explored the entire area. Unfortunately, this is the one area we can't get into as of yet. But we've gotten all the way to that landing pad. We've gotten all the way to that forest. We've explored pretty much all of it. I hope you guys enjoyed this out of map, and I'll see you Guardians in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. And please go recommend what you want me to glitch out of next in the comments below. Thanks.